Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll be doing an unboxing of the latest Magic set. So it's Magic the Gathering, the first one that is like crossover in the metaverse, Dungeons and Dragons, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. So this is the first Magic set to be created for standard, like part of the standard rotation that is based on another universe, but well, another IP to be exact. So this one is based on Dungeons and Dragons. We'll be opening a box of draft boosters. And oh, before I forget, just a bit of the disclaimer. This is released on July the 23rd. We are a LGS store in Little New Zealand, and basically I do unboxing videos just to show people and my customers what to be expecting, what product to order, pre-order and stuff like that. Release date is July 23rd. Alright, so we'll leave it there for now. So that said, let's go into unboxing and let's have a look at what we get. So the pre-release should be this week for Arena and MPGO and stuff like that, and then the pre-release for physical is actually next week. So this one is quite cool. So let me just put it all there. So the packs that we get in New Zealand is actually printed in Japan. As you can see, this is what a booster pack looks like. 15 card pack, and let's have a look at the ratio. So contains, it's 1 to 358. Includes a combination of 1 card rarity, rare or higher, 3 uncommons, 10 commons, and 1 land card, and so on like that. So L1 is actually made in Japan, so the positioning will be a bit more different. So based in the old American ones, all the rares on the back. In Japan, everything's in the front. So we're going to go through it quite fast. Basically, it's just to show people what drops from it. So this is a new dungeon card, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. There's 3 different dungeons in total. Basically, this is a new mechanic that is introduced in the set. D&D is actually more introduced for new players, players that don't normally play Magic the Gathering, and they play mostly Dungeons and Dragons, and I personally think it's quite cool. The cool part about this is I'm actually quite happy with this island. This is a basic land from it, and the D&D is the first set where all the lands, the basic lands, actually has little flavor takes onto it, which is actually really cool. I am an old school player who kind of likes the old text in land. So that's it. Let's have a look. And there's our first rare, so Sorcerer class. Sorry. So there's like a new mechanic where you level up your character, but it's actually enchantment. Then these is the uncommon, so I'm going to put that aside there. And I apologize if my sorting isn't the best, but we're just gonna put uncommons and commons and rares together. This is the new manual art. So basically it is very old school, just sketches, and makes it look like it's from a player's handbook or something like that. Looks okay, not bad. So we'll put that there, continue with that. Kick in the door, bar the gate. That's it. So instead of the dungeon, we might get a zombie, and on the back is just like what's that called? Ad card. That together. Foil, Goblin Juvenile, Waystgate Regent. That's pretty cool. Vampire. And then it's actually really cool, like seeing a lot of these cards. There's actually quite a lot of nice references to Dungeons and Dragons. So this is actually another dungeon, Lost Mine of Andover. So basically, for those that don't know the dungeon mechanic, there are cards that let you venture into dungeon. So you actually put the card aside, and then you actually tick through it every time you venture into the dungeon, and then you can actually get different benefits and different boons and banes. So that's actually pretty cool. And we got our first mythic, Eliwick. That's pretty cool. So she is obviously a character from Dungeons and Dragons universe, so that's pretty nice. So now, basically, we're just going to go through all the packs a bit more faster, because this is basically just a draft packs. And I'm pretty sure everybody just wants to see what the rares are. So this is a rare version of the sketch cards. Nada, Selfless Paladin, so that's pretty cool. It does actually look really good in person. I'll be honest with you. Sorry, excuse me. The first time that I've seen it on the computer, it wasn't as enticing, and then like looking at it now, it's actually really cool. Ugh. So swamp, rare, common, Pegasus. Yeah, the only thing that puts a lot of players off at the moment is really these abilities. So it's very D&D. You have to roll like a d20 and then you resolve whatever happens. So yeah, I think that's the only thing that it's very RNG, this set. But again, this is the core set of this year, and I personally think it's actually done a really well method to showcase Volum Guide to Monsters. So it's actually quite cool, because we sell the books as well. So I don't play much D&D, but looking at the names of these characters with the books that we sold, it's actually really cool. So Volus, so you can see like you roll d20 dice, and then yeah, it procs depending on what result you roll. I personally think it's just fun in games, so that's what you're supposed to do, like play the game for fun. Orb of Dragonkind. Alright, so these are another type of variant cards. So for, I think there's a few lands, 5, 6, I think 6 or 7 lands or things like that. There are these module cards. So this mimics the original D&D books from 1980s or 90s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this is based on the style of that. It's only on lands, which is really cool. And I'll have to be honest with you, that looks really good in person as well. Whoops! That looks really good in person. So yeah, that looks awesome. Originally, again, it's just like the journal cards. They didn't look that cool when you're looking at on the screen, but in person they look pretty cool. A lot nicer. Right, now that we finally see all the variants, the only thing, oh nice, our first foil rare, Orb of Dragonkind. So that's a first foil rare, so let's pop it there anyway. Wolf Prowler. Some of the art is actually very simple, so think of it more like the sketch cards from Modern Horizons 2. You either like it or you hate it, but I personally think it looks quite cool. But again, that's my opinion. Cool. Fairy Dragon. Another class, so Ranger class. A lot of really cool gears and stuff like that. Treasure. Nice. Mountain. Oh, Zalto. Fire Giant Duke. So that's pretty cool. Legendary creature. So I think there's probably going to be quite a lot of the legendaries from the D&D world, and so I think it's actually a real good treat for D&D players that like the lores and a lot of the backstories, and then these cards will mean a lot more to them than people that don't. So getting the what's that called? Getting the dungeon pieces isn't that hard. You always want to keep a couple with you when you're playing standard or limited. Cool. I'll just move the commons over there, so it saves me a bit more space, and I'll move the land on the top. Yuan-Ti Medicine, Purple Worm, common. Cool, another evolve. Oh, it's a Evolving Wilds, so another module card that looks really cool. Oh, it's actually quite cool. They actually have like, I think that's like a common C, and then the other one is a U, so that's pretty cool. Some pretty nice little touches. Red Dragon Foil, that's awesome. Tasha's Hideous Laughter, that's pretty cool. Sorry, it's been a long day, so not really. Just getting the job done for now. There's a lot of sorting to do. So whole Storm Giants, that looks pretty cool. So there's a cycle of rare lands. There you go. Let's quickly finish the pack now. Strange, we only saw one mythic so far, so that's a bit of a strange one. Foil Dungeon Crawler, Dungeon Descent, pretty cool. Dritz, so he's quite a popular elf, quite a famous elf in the Dungeons and Dragons world. Swamp. Oh, Mind Flayer. So this is a rare version of the journal art. foil version of Rust Monster. So this is a foil version of a journal card, and I'll be honest with you, that looks really cool. So the whole card isn't foiled, it's only the background that is foiled. While the other part is a bit of a subtle foil to it, but you can see that it's a lot more on the mana, not even the mana symbol, it's just a background. That looks really nice. Look at that. Awesome. Oh, nice. Zenithar. Guild Kingpin. So the one that makes you lose your friends in Commando. So that's our second mythic. Rogue class. Mimic. It's quite cool. Alright, let me just put that over there. Still have like 15 packs to go, so plenty of cards to go around. Shambling Gust, that was foil, and then Varus, yeah. Ooh, another rare, so a foil rare Paladin class. So that's our number 2 rare. Number 2 foil rare. Whoops. Foil Plummet, Teleportation Circle. Oh, nice. Another sketch. So there is no etch cards. There's no etching treatments in the set. So that's actually really good because for Modern Horizons 2 there were so many different variants. So very hard to sort cards out. Meteor Storm. +2 mace. Looks so strange having that +2 on the title card. Looks like something from the Unhinged or something. Excuse me. Annihilation. Fighter class. Probably around 10 packs left. So far our mythic department is pretty low, so let's hope we get something really cool. Inspiring Bard, foil, and then Forsworn Paladin. Pixie Guide. Oh, Zariel, so and a Planeswalker, so that's pretty cool. Looks like a big stain, like a big print error on that, but it's actually her mace over the name and all that, so it's pretty good. She was from the book of Descent into Everest or something like that. So that was another campaign book for Baldur's Gate. That was pretty cool. So our third mythic. Oh, Tiamat. That's really cool. So basically the main antagonist for Tyranny of Dragons. So that's a really cool card. I quite like the Bahamut and the Tiamat the lore and stuff like that. So that's actually really cool. Plains, Cave of the Frost Dragon. Another sketch card. Wow, another journal card. Purple sword. Swamp. Oh, Boots of Speed. So, Walker's Prince of Undead. Oh, Undeath. So this is our first borderless card finally. So I think there's a total of 12 dragons with this treatment. So there's a black dragon, it's only uncommon, but it's a cool one. So cool dragons. That's really nice. So many goblins, last 5 packs, and then we are done. Plains, Wizard Spellbook. So it's there's a few cards that requires the D20 mechanic. Just gonna go through that just to take out the treasure, forest, Zorn, elemental. Yeah. Cool, we got a green dragon. So green dragon borderless. And that's it. It's a lot more, and it's a bit more anticlimactic with the Japanese packs. Wish, so there's a new wish. That's pretty cool. Doesn't excel itself. Lurking Roper, dungeon map. Cool, and then clattering skeletons. Dungeon of the Mad Mage, Island, Arcane Investigator, and Bard class. And Moonblaze Cleric, you meet in the tavern, Mimic, yeah, that's pretty cool. And lucky lasts, let's have a look. So Lost Mine, and Jelly, or Tree Jelly. So I got a Rust Monster and the Owlbear, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so just looking at all this, let's have a look. So of course, Draft Boosters is really designed to be drafted, so it's actually a bit not really exciting looking at unboxings of this. So it seems like from a booster box there is quite a lot of journal cards, so you're not going to be going like, oh, can't really, these are going to be super expensive. I don't think that's going to be the case, but again, so these are basically the showcase. What's a bit more harder to get that I've noticed is actually the module cards. So these module cards are a bit more harder. We only got 2 in the box. And then we only got 2 of the extended ones, extended dragons, and these are both uncommon ones. Out of all that, pretty average box. We got 4 mythics, so basically that's our standard drop rate. And for the foil rares, we only got 2, I believe. So we got the Paladin class and the Orb of Dragonkind. So yeah, it's pretty average. This box, the drop rate has been pretty average. What to say? It's really, I personally think that these 2 type of cards, I'll be honest with you, again, even though I run a store, originally when I saw the pictures, it wasn't too nice. But now looking at this in person, it actually looks really cool, and I personally will probably just collect the set. I think this set will be really good for people that are into D&D and stuff like that. But our next video, we'll be doing into the, we'll be digging down. I honestly think the collector booster will be the more fun to open again. So I'm going to go with the set one. We'll do unboxing of the set boosters, and then I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.